Hey, this is Gerald again from Mules Moments, Reality as I See It. I've been a concealed carry instructor in Illinois for the last 10 years, and every single class, I always get the question, what's the best gun to use? So I really don't have an answer for that. It's a matter of preference. It's a matter of what gun you feel comfortable with, what gun you shoot well, number one. Accuracy is always going to be number one. But not every gun is for every person. The gun I choose for myself, you might hate that gun. So the best thing you can do is you need to get out and shoot a gun to see if it fits your hand, if you shoot it well, if you can handle the recoil, and if you can operate the gun if you have a malfunction. That's number one. If the gun doesn't fire, it's like holding a brick in your hand. It really doesn't do you any good. So we're going to review a few guns here and just give you an idea of what to look for, what's out there, maybe help you make your decision of what the best gun is for you. We're going to start with a revolver here. This is actually my wife's gun. This is a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 38. It will shoot 38 caliber rounds. It is a 5-shot, as you can see. You need to know, is 5 shots enough? Are you comfortable with 5 shots? Can you hit what you're shooting at? I asked the question in class, how many rounds are enough? And somebody says 1. Well, it may be true, but when's the last time you shot with your adrenaline being up to the moon? I myself have been shooting and instructing since the 70s, and I like more than 5 rounds. The good thing about a revolver is if you, and you can see we're empty here, the good thing about it is if I have to shoot the gun and I pull the trigger and nothing happens, I don't have to do anything but pull the trigger again. All right? I got 5 chances. With a semi-auto, you have to do something. You got to do a little work. You got to correct that. So revolver is a little more reliable, but you look at this sharp barrel. This is like a 2-inch barrel. I'm not going to say they're impossible to shoot, but it takes a little more practice to become accurate. And you need to get out to the range and shoot these things. You also look at the width of the gun as far as concealing. You look how much wider this revolver is than this semi-automatic in size. So that might have something to do with you being able to conceal it. But again, by far, accuracy is going to be number one. If you cannot hit what you're shooting at, you don't need to carry that gun. That's the wrong one. You need to be able to pull it out of the holster. If you haven't shot for a couple weeks or a couple months, out to the range, pull the gun up, and you need to hit your targets the first time and every time. All right? So practice is the main thing. All right, so this is a 5-shot revolver. You have 5 shots is all you have. Very dependable. And I'd say it, as far as the market goes, it probably only has about maybe 20% of the concealed carry market. Most of it is with semi-automatic guns. Okay? All right, we'll set this one aside. And let's look at this little thing. Empty magazine. All right, nothing in the chamber. We're completely empty here. Okay, a lot of people say this is a great gun to have right here. It holds 6 rounds in the magazine, and I can have 1 in the chamber, so I got a total of 7 rounds. I've got 2 more rounds already than I had in this revolver. And it's very easy to conceal. In fact, you can almost conceal this by putting your hands around it. One thing I've noticed about this little thing is it's very hard to work the slide. I pass this gun around in my classes, and the women all say, oh, that's a cute little gun. That's probably what I'll look for. And they can't pull the slide back. Well, you need to be able to pull that slide back to clear a malfunction if something would happen. All right, this is a very hard little gun to operate. It's a 380 auto. It's a little smaller than a 9mm. And again, 6 rounds in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. So you got a total of 7 rounds. And very easy to conceal. But again, it's a hard little gun to learn to shoot well because it has such a sharp barrel. It doesn't have a lot of weight to it. Doesn't have a lot of mass to it, not much in size. So the recoil is going to be fairly heavy, even though it is a smaller caliber. Okay? And if you get a malfunction, you need to be able to work that slide to clear it out and get a new one in. Because the way these operate is the magazine will be in here and it will shoot 1 round and the slide comes back, ejects the spent casing and loads another one. Well, if it doesn't fire, if you have a misfire, you need to be able to rack that slide quickly and easily to get rid of that bad one and put in another one. Okay, so let's push this to the side here also. All right, let's look now at this is also a 380, same caliber as this little one here, but a little bit bigger gun. All right, and we can see that magazine is empty, nothing in the chamber, the gun is safe, but it's very easy to operate. This is the Smith & Wesson 380 Shield EZ. Well, they call it EZ for a reason, because this is easy to operate. I can actually operate this by pushing on the front sight. I don't recommend you doing that. You always want to grab it like this and pull back and let it go. Just that quick, okay? This one holds 8 rounds. So we got 8 rounds in the magazine, have 1 in the chamber for a total of 9 rounds. So now we're getting a few more rounds. This does have a thumb safety and a grip safety on it. Okay, there's a grip safety. Here is your thumb safety. A little bit bigger gun, as you can see, but still not too big to try to conceal. You can conceal it if you try. You got to work on that, but accuracy's got to be number 1. All right. Again, this is a 380 EZ, and we've got 9 total rounds. All right, this is another Smith & Wesson. This is the 9mm EZ, and we also have a 9-round capacity, empty magazine, empty in the chamber. All right, we also have 9 rounds up total. A little bit harder to operate the slide, but not that much. Again, it's the EZ that makes it easy to operate. And also, if you have a semi-auto and you're loading these into the magazine, you know how the last 2 or 3 are really tearing up your thumb. This has a little button here on the follower. You can pull this down, put 1 round in, let it up, pull it down, put the next one in, let it up. So it makes it easy to operate the pistol. All right, that's a 9mm. Now here is the one that I have chose to carry. Again, it might not be good for you, but this is a Sig Sauer P365. It has a 10-round mag capacity with 1 in the chamber, so I have a total of 11 rounds. And when this mag is in, it has this little pinky extension here where I can get a decent grip on the gun. I like this. It's small enough where it's easy to conceal, but I made sure that I could shoot it well before I ever decided to carry this gun. You can see the difference in size here of these two. Okay, The P365 is a little smaller, okay? It makes it a little easier to conceal, but again, accuracy has to be number one, okay? So the thing I like about this one is I shoot it well and it's easy to conceal. Again, shooting it well has to be by far the number one priority when you're choosing a firearm. Don't let your instructor, don't let your husband, don't let your wife, don't let your best friend, your neighbor, your aunt, your uncle, whoever say that, oh, this is the gun you have to have. They might be giving you good information, but you might not be able to shoot that gun accurately. So you need to try a gun out before you buy it. I know sometimes that's really hard to do. It's like a pair of shoes. I don't know how many times I've ordered a pair of shoes on Amazon and I've turned around and sent them right back because they didn't fit. So if I go to a shoe store, I would try them on. I'd know they fit and be able to purchase them and not have a problem. So if you get a chance, when you pick out your firearm, get a chance to shoot it. Take it out and fire it a few times. See how you like it. See if you like the recoil, if you can handle it, if it doesn't bother you. Okay, that's the best information I can give you on the proper firearm selection. All right, this is Gerald from Mules Moments, Reality as I See It. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and we'll get more of these videos coming out to you. Thanks. Have a great day.